welcome to this live stream. In this program, we discuss about the top companies in your state. So, whichever state you are living in, do you know which are the top companies in various segments in your state? So, if you want to know, you have come to the right place. And today, we are taking a journey into the financial sector, and we are covering the Delhi state. So, financial companies which are non-banking. So we have already covered the bank, the top bank in New Delhi region. This is financial services company which are not indulging in core banking services, which are the largest company in New Delhi state. Let's find out. The largest company of financial business, which is non-banking, is Reliance Capital. And what makes the Reliance Capital so special, and what are the type of businesses they indulge in? So Reliance Capital is basically, as the name suggests, they basically provide all kinds of services which are not provided by the banks, and some of these services by these companies are also overlapping. For example, sort of loans and stuff like that, a housing loan, car loan. So there are certain services which overlap, but these companies are not allowed to run savings account until and unless they open another subsidiary, which is a bank subsidiary. So these companies are known as, even though the Reliance Capital name is Reliance Capital, and a lot of business, they have a complex business, but they are known as NBFCs, non-banking financial corporations. So NBFCs is the word for it, and Reliance Capital is the numero uno in Delhi, which is number one in Delhi. What makes them so great? Well, first of all, as we know that Reliance Capital is in the managing the capital, as the name suggests. Basically, capital means the money that you have or they have, and they have a strong presence in Delhi, and they provide all kinds of capital management services, which can be broken down into asset management, mutual funds, your life insurance, general insurance, and commercial finances, stock broking, wealth management, and private equity. So very broad range of services. They provide a lot of services when it comes to finance. And why you need a specialist to manage your finance? Because if you're if you don't have too much of money, then it's okay, you don't need these services. But if you have too much of money, if you have a capital like 1 crore or above, or even 50 lakhs or above, then you would need a specialist who can actually manage this money. For instance, if you just put it in the savings account, then over 10 years you will actually incur a lot of losses, because this money, suppose you have 50 lakhs, if that money is lying in savings, it will not yield 10 to 15% return year on year. It will give you only 5% or 4.5% in savings account. So that means you are essentially losing 10% income, which you could have gained by engaging with a NBFC. So 10% is huge. Say, for example, if you have 1 crore of savings account, then 10% is 10 lakh rupees. So if you actually get into asset management of your money through a specialist company, you tend to gain a lot. And if you have 1 crore kind of money, then even if you are not working, then you can actually get steady returns, and you can run your business, your livelihood, without doing anything. So that is the power of asset management, and NBFCs, which are non-banking financial corporations, will provide all that facility to you. So in terms of the company's credential, their turnover is 3 billion US dollars. It's huge. Turnover is 3 billion US dollar. Now I must clarify that even though their spread is very high, as Reliance Capital, doesn't mean that they make a lot of profits. Their turnover is very high because they have so much of cash, people's cash with them, and as well as their own money with them. So when it comes to cash management, where the money has to be invested, which portfolio it has to be put, whether your money would go, certain portion of money goes into life insurance, another portion goes into stock market, another one goes as investment in some private equity private companies, which is also known as private equity, some sort of real estate investment. All of that can then reduce risk for you. So if you have 1 crore in bank, you don't want to invest the entire amount in one particular one particular avenue. You want to spread it out so that something goes wrong in the market, some sort of imbalance happens, your money should not be you should not incur losses, and therefore to de-risk yourself, your 1 crore will be spread out into multiple asset allocation, and you cannot do it on your own. You need a specialist, the people who deal with this finances day in day out, and that is when the Reliance Capital comes in. Now their turnover is 3 billion simply because they have taken so many asset accounts from their investors, from the customers like you and me. So if you put your money with Reliance Capital, they will take your money, invest accordingly in different products, and therefore that their turnover is very high. But the turnover is 3 billion. It's pretty huge, considering that they are not even the bank, they are just a finance company, considering that Reliance Capital is a large company. And they have been able to create a huge amount of diversification. So why customers likes them in Delhi? Because they have everything that you can think of. So as a customer, say for example, you say that, look, I want to put my money in life insurance, I want to put my money in real estate, so much percentage in real estate, so much percentage in some sort of investment, so that either you can actually get the returns every month, or you can say that, look, after so many years, my money should double. So all kinds of combination is possible. You will choose a person who has the capability to do these things. And if a company has only limited knowledge or limited reach in the market, then obviously they will not be able to provide all kinds of financial services to you. So Reliance Capital has been able to diversify their service portfolio tremendously. They deal in the stock market, they deal in equities, they deal in mutual funds, life insurance, general insurance, real estate, anything, So all kinds of investment that investor can think of, Reliance Capital has a solution for you. And by providing this diversification of various services, Reliance Capital is able to provide you all kinds of investment avenues. So if you had to do all this on your own, it will take a lot of your time, and probably you will not be able to do it. However, if you just give your money to Reliance Capital, they can do it quickly, very quickly. Put your money in 10 different funds, 10 different allocations, and then the life goes on. And then once you are part of their ecosystem, you can also swap into different product lines. So it is very easy. So that is why these NBFCs plays a very vital role in revenue generation for their client. And Reliance Capital has been able to constantly show that they have the capability to increase their revenue for their clients. They have been constantly the success of a NBFC basically depends on if their client portfolio increases in size. So I said that their turnover is 3 billion. So if their turnover increases to 4 billion, obviously all their clients who are invested with them, their individual portfolio will also increase to that level. And therefore Reliance Capital has been able to show that their turnover is increasing, their individual customer satisfaction is increasing, the individual customer he is making money because of their services. And it doesn't matter that you have a lot of money. Even if you have small money, you can actually become their client. Once you become their client, then the specialist will actually put your money as per your appetite, as per what you are aiming to. If you are a very aggressive player, then probably they will put some money in stock market, because stock markets are volatile, give you higher rate of returns, but then higher risk as well. So all of this can be provided by the specialist who work for Reliance Capital. Reliance Capital has, as I said, diversified and also able to show increased trajectory in terms of revenue. That is why people like them. people in Delhi like them, and they are number one NBFC in New Delhi region, in your state, if you're in New Delhi. Now let's talk about employees. Across India, Reliance Capital employs 18,000 employees, so they are a very large corporation, and 18,000 is a fairly large numbers. Now you would ask me why you need so many people. Well, you would need a lot of people to handle the front end, the customer engagement. Somebody has to be there, a specialist who could actually explain what they are going to do with your money, and this requires constant engagement. So if you want to basically deal with any NBFC, or for that matter Reliance Capital, you would expect somebody to answer your call, maybe meet you face to face and explain the way you're looking for, because you're not you are a customer. Doesn't mean that you're not knowledgeable. You are fully aware of the situation, but then if somebody is providing you as a service, for that you're paying a fee, you expect somebody to be in front of you and stuff like that. So advantage of going to NBFC is that even for example, if you're buying an insurance product, you can actually buy multiple insurance products through NBFC, and they can move in, move out very easily. So for example, if you need money during a rainy situation in your life, you can actually call them and they can liquidate some of these funds and give you the money, and stuff like that. So for all of this, you need a lot of customer interaction. So therefore, the major part of their workforce is the customer facing people. Then there's other part, which is the investment part, and for that you need very highly skilled financial professionals, chartered accountant, and which is a starting point, but then you have to be certified by various agencies in order to become part of their investment group, which are kept away from the public interaction, simply because these people who are running these funds and different allocations, they should not be impressed by, or sort of influenced by anybody from outside. So that group is a very elite group, and by law the NBFCs are required to run that group separate, and the customer facing group as separate. So that is why they have 18,000 people working for them in India. They are a substantial employer across India for specialized skills, especially in the financial sector. And in New Delhi, they have at least 5,000 people working for them. 500 people working for them, which is a substantial workforce in Delhi. So if you are a financial expert and you want to become a financial guru in future, please remember, and if you are also in Delhi, please remember Reliance Capital. This is one company you should not ignore. You should always look at joining number one company in Delhi, especially if you are in Delhi, and Reliance Capital is able to show a lot of increase in revenue for their clients, so therefore they are making a lot of profits, and therefore they are actually good paymasters for their employee. And also Reliance Group is known for taking care of employees with very employee friendly policies. So if you're in Delhi, if you're a financial expert, you have a flair to work with a high net worth individual, Reliance Capital is one company which you should always target. It should be on your radar as a company to work for. So friends, hopefully the information that I provided to you is useful for you, and you will be able to use this information either to zero on the company that we have covered today. But join me in the next one. We will be talking about the top companies in your state. Have a nice time. Bye bye.